Welcome on in, guys. Tobin here with you. Thank you for checking out the channel. Hope everybody's doing fantastic out there. You guys see that Tua was doing his camp out in Hawaii. He was doing a camp for the kids, free camp. And this was Goosey's galore, dude, for a couple of reasons. One, just a great cause. First of all, great guy, great cause. Second of all, love the fact that Jalen Ramsey was out there supporting his guy, as was Teron Armstead. And a couple of things have come out of this that were quite fascinating. First off, some of the comments that were put out there by Jalen Ramsey and some of the video put out by Teron Armstead. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, Teron Armstead put up a video of Tua Tagovailoa, who has some new ink, now going onto the left arm, and pretty badass looking. You know, Tua got the sleeve last year, and now he has incorporated that onto the other arm, and it looks like it's going to be pretty badass. But the other thing is, people are noticing Tua's looking lean. He is looking lean. He is looking like he is toning things up. Remember, he got fat-shamed last year by Ryan Clark. Was not very nice. And that led to Tua telling Ryan Clark to keep his name out your mouth, because Ryan Clark made it seem like Tua wasn't working very hard, which was ridiculous because he was not only quarterbacking, but he was taking martial arts and learning how to fall properly. And I will say, like, look, say what you will about Tua. What do you think he has to prove? Whether you think he has the guy. Look, the dude is like the true elites out there. The dude works his ass off. And when he does see something that seemingly needs to improve, maybe his mobility, maybe his feel, his flexibility, whatever, the guy goes into the lab and does it. I mean, you follow him, you know, with his trainer, whether it was bulking up, whether it was going into BJJ, whatever it was, the guy seems to really get into the lab and work his ass off with this stuff. But I don't know. I think he looks pretty damn good. I think this is a great sign for Tua. Leroy was trying to explain to me today. He's like, you know, this is the changing times of a player, and you know, maybe it is like, you know, people get used to it. But other guys are like Ben Roethlisberger and they get portly. I don't know. I'm certainly not one to judge on physique. I just think that it seems to be a great sign. He does look in tremendous shape at this camp, but. Couple of little nuggets that came out of this. Now, Tua spoke to reporters out there, and one reporter in this little scrummy scrum, this is via KHON, and they asked him about his contract and where things are. And Tua, he was very, you know, he kind of tiptoed around things, kept it PC, but did leave a little bit of a to be continued on this.
Well, it's no secret, you know, you're heading into your 5th year of your contract. How have negotiations been with the Dolphins? I know it's a big ongoing topic.
Yeah, I mean, they've been good. Right now, I'm letting my agent handle that. I'm focused on my family. I'm focused on continuing to better myself, better my craft. And, yeah, we'll talk more about that when that time comes. But for now, exciting times ahead, that's for sure.
Yeah. Exciting times ahead. That is for sure, isn't it? Because why would you have anything to talk about if nothing was going to get done? And so it does seem very much like these things are all going in the positive direction. The last thing we got from the Dolphins side, Mike McDaniel was asked about, would you expect Tua to hold out of voluntary, which I believe get going fairly soon. I think sometime later this month. I'm not sure of the exact date. I know that the Chargers got to start super early because of them having a new head coach. But when he says that exciting times are ahead, it does seem like exciting times are ahead. You know, I don't know what this year is going to unfold to be, but I am excited about it. I know one thing, and the one thing that I think every Dolphin can agree upon leading into this is that last year left a real, in the words of my guy Sergei Bobrovsky, a real shit taste in your mouth, and you know, you just want to move on to the next thing, and you want to see where this all goes and what you could build it into, and you're tired of waiting around. You're excited for the draft. You're excited to see who they can bring in there. Maybe this Odell Beckham thing, which seemed like it got some steam over the weekend, and then Odell Beckham kind of threw some cold water on it. I had to go to a burner account because he blocked me on my original account. which is a very funny thing because people were like tagging me on me like, hey, Tobin's tagging. And I'm looking at it. I was like, I can't see what Odell said because ridiculously I'm blocked by him. But, whatever. I'd still love him on the Dolphins. Don't get me wrong. But it was funny that that was, I guess the word from ESPN was that there were multiple contracts or numbers thrown back and forth between the Dolphins and Odell, but we haven't quite gotten there. Anyway, getting back to the Tua saga, so Jalen Ramsey was also out on this camp, which, hey, listen, if you're going to go help out a teammate at camp, Hawaii seems like a pretty badass place to go. I heard Armstead on ESPN Honolulu, which is where this Jalen Ramsey sounds from. And he had said that Tua, went out to his camp in Illinois the year before. So, if he's like, look, if he does it for me, I'm going to do it for him, which just shows the sign of a great teammate and that there's some good camaraderie on things in the lead up to this. But Jalen Ramsey, he was asked about being Tua's teammate, had glowing things to say about Tua, but also left a little bit of a at the end of these comments.
Must be a blessing playing with a guy like Tua, a real good leader and a strong teammate.
Yes, it is, 100%. He's much more than, that everybody gets to see and everybody gets to experience. Being his teammate, being around him every single day, seeing how he interacts with all of the guys, not just, his receivers, not just his running backs, not just his old linemen, but literally the whole team. It's super special, and he's a special dude, and he deserves all the good things that are coming his way.
Deserves all of the good things that are coming his way. Seems like Mr. Ramsey has an idea and has talked things out with his teammate while out in Hawaii, in a far away part of the country. As Jalen Ramsey, as he says there, it's not his receivers out there. Yes, his left tackle is out there, but Jalen Ramsey, star cornerback, doing that as established as they get, doing that, a very cool thing of going out to Hawaii for today. You could go to the luau. You could go and support Tua's foundation locally next week, right? But no. He decided trip to Hawaii, enjoy Tua's home state. His home is his home, and see what's what there, but also give back for a good cause. But it was, notice with the Tua saying the good news and Jalen Ramsey talking about the good fortunes coming his way, does definitely feel like things are going and rolling in that direction. So for everybody out here who's crazy about, the drafting of a quarterback, I mean, it's going to be, I will say, this is going to be hot take central. I may just have to be like, I don't know what, I'm going to have to get some of those Eclipse glasses just for all of the burning retinas. Everybody's takes are going to be on, oh my God, I can't believe how much they paid Tua Tagovailoa. I can't believe that they invested in their quarterback. I can't believe that now the franchise actually believes them. First, they didn't believe in him. Then they got caught tampering. And then, they were breaking his confidence. Then they bring his confidence back. And now they actually want to continue to believe in him. Those bastard Dolphins. They just can't. Ooh. It is going to be a furnace with everything everyone's going to have to say, because it's definitely, what else? Dak, this is going to be, because here's the thing with Dak. Like Dak, they've already given a contract to once. They've already said, there's not going to really be any negotiations this year. So this is going to be like the national thing after all this draft craziness settles, and we figure out who's going where everybody slid to. This is going to be the thing that gets everybody nutty about it. And I think it's so funny because it kind of typically matches where everything is. It's like the noise seems a lot louder on the outside than in the organization, where it just seems like everybody's just kind of rolling along, no big deal. They did the same nonsense last year with the fifth-year option. I grant you, this is a lot more money going to his way, and this is going to have to definitely be in a show-me mode. We're seeing that if it doesn't work out, what was the story this year? Daniel Jones, Giants, buyer's remorse. You're seeing other teams that have big money quarterbacks going to have to make some financial decisions. So it's not going to be without its ramifications or Tua having to prove himself. But I think the thing that is going to be funny is that there are people like, oh, you can't do that. There's no way. How could you believe in this guy? And it's just like, well, they've told you the entire time that they have, this is not a surprise that anybody has. The coach has a very good relationship with him. The GM drafted him, seems to believe in him. The head coach who was here, while it probably had more to do with, he already snubbed Tom Brady one time and they wanted to bring in Sean Payton. Once that whole thing blew up, what was the plan they go with? All right, we got to make this work out. We got to make it work out best that it can and see where that leap goes. But I thought some interesting comments and interesting revelations. Slim Tua, exciting times ahead, and good, deserving of all the good things that are coming his way. I think that those were the three key elements in this Tua Tagovailoa camp, other than the great cause that he was doing, of course. Not to be a greedy pig looking for just Dolphins news nuggets, but that was other than the great work that Tua was doing, which is really, really important, great work that he's doing. Very interesting news and notes to gather from that as well.